or even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural
Oh,
use of the woman,
hold on.
served in
Stop right
the
there. Wait a minute. The man and the women
Yep,
change.
exactly what he's talking about.
Woo. Now you see that
Men are
saying.
trying to be women and women trying to be men.
Now you see that saying where it say. Now you see what it's saying in the earth that goddamn God gave you eyebrows, you cut them off. See, God gave you eyelashes, you cut them off. God gave you hair, you cut them off. But you under the influence of the world, and nobody else, or no other race do this.
That spell.
So you under a spell. And Christ and the holy angels, we come to set you free.
Yeah, this just about my original question all the way to ahead. That right there.
Yep. And if you keep reading, I think it's gonna tell you about how they worship images. And it's gonna tell you about the flying birds that they worship, and all these other different pictures and shit. But if you think about it, look in the caves and all the Egyptian stuff they just showed you. Your ancestors was he worshiping all this?
They worship on rocks now.
They worship. You say they worshiping what?
I said they worship on rocks now.
Hey, now you think that's
Walking and praying to the rocks.
you think
They
that
call them crystals.
wait, you think that's something? Shoot. Baby, let me tell you this. Some of you in your own house is doing witchcraft right now and don't even know it.
Yep.
Don't even know it. Now, how many of y'all out there burning sage? Huh? Wait a minute.
Guilty of it.
Sage is a herb.
Mm-mm.
Herbs go in your food. But the reason why you say you burn sage is for what, mama? Why the reason why you burn sage? Cause whatever the reason why you burn sage, you heard about it and the world gave it to you. So what it is? You just get rid of what?
To rid evil.
Get rid of evil, right? Evil spirits, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how you gonna get rid of evil spirits if evil spirits in your mind? You just smoking up your house and burning.
And who told you that?
You burning a herb. A herb, sage is a herb that go in your food. You under superstitious. Stevie Wonder told you about superstitions. See, Stevie Wonder ain't blind. He just pretended to play blind because he playing a role. It's a symbolic message that he trying to tell certain people that ain't hearkening to the voice of God. Now, Stevie Wonder means to be in the wilderness. Well, Esau right now is in the wilderness looking for God and wandering in the dark. And they can't find him. But the light is on. They blind. Stevie Wonder ain't blind. His name just represent such and such. But they playing a role because TV is acting and they don't know nothing about it. And a song, remember he said very superstitious? He said when you believe in things you don't understand, you do what? Suffer. Suffer is also the same word as perish. The scriptures say you perish because the lack of knowledge. So you suffering because of what? Understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they changed the truth to a lie and made man worship science or creation and not the creator, not the heavenly Father. Now, who did this? You see, it's called more science. The Moors are the angels of darkness, y'all. These are the ones who've been running the world. They still do. They just do it behind the scenes and put the white folks in the front. Huh?
The people who wear them hats on their head and they be calling themselves the swift angels.
Yeah. Whatever people, it's so many type of Moors, but yeah, but see, you wouldn't know them really. You do, but you just know the word more. But they in all type of brackets. They spaced out. Look at the St. Jude commercial. The strainers.
Mm-hmm.
The strainers. Wait a minute. Do y'all know who St. Jude was? And then you got the strainers. The strainers is an organization.
Mm-hmm.
So these organizations are getting you. They plan on your sympathy. To do what? Get rich off it. To make medications to kill people, to harm people, not help them.
Mm-hmm.
So they using the children to test this to test as test dummies, not what you think. See, what you think is the opposite. The same way when somebody asks you how your food tastes, and you say, if you don't say great, you might say delicious. Well, delicious means not good. Licious means good. So when you put a DE in front of the word and you don't have no understanding,
Mm-hmm.
Just a little detail change everything.
that's why I tell you about definition. You've been buying flat screen TVs all your life. I mean, not all your life, but ever since you've been flat screen been coming out. It say HD, high definition. That means clear image. So when did another word become a definition? Become a picture?
Mm.
Huh? It's told in school. They told you to define the word. Define is the same thing as delicious. It's the opposite of fine. Fine is fine. Define means you ain't gonna find it. Because they gave you the false definition, which ain't the definition, in the word at the same time. Now what you look for? Nothing. You got in line because school is a school of fish. You ever been fishing? You wanna throw your pole where a school of fish at. That's a school of fish that's in line.
Mm-hmm.
And they gotta tell you.
Yeah, the Messiah sleep right now, but he definitely be up in the morning. Well, it's already morning. He'll be up in a couple more hours, and be on all social media site platforms.
How did you come across him?
Well, you gotta understand this prophecy.
Like what? Your story.
You gotta first understand prophecy to understand how chosen vessel was gonna be in the earth. We not the same vessels as the world. We the royal family of God. We the UFOs. Unidentified objects is what UFO is, not no flying saucer. You see?
Mm-hmm.
The concept is true, but your image you have in your mind is wrong. So these chosen vessels was going to be created and made by God, but they was going to come across Christ's path. And then Christ, the spirit inside of Christ is God. But it's God already placed his spirit inside of these chosen vessels, but he hadn't woken these spirits up yet. Remember, God's spirit bear witness with man. So these chosen vessels was going to have what? Two spirits. They was going to have their own, and they was going to have God's spirit. Not everybody got that. You see? And they was going to be with their own mind and their own spirit, long as the angels was under the curse. Because that's why the world under the curse. Because the angels under the curse. And the thing about this, y'all, God ain't got a problem with the world. God ain't got a problem with the earthly people. God ain't even dealing with none of y'all. God ain't even talking to none of y'all, really. God talking to, it say, with a man rob God, he talking to the leaders, the pastors, the teachers, all them. When do they bring out the collection pain?
Yeah, because we wouldn't know until they taught it to us.
Cause somebody taught it to them. and they believed in it. And everybody, and see, that's why I say, you got pastors in your family. That's how it started.
So now is the time for them. Like, let's just say this. Like, I have a daughter, and she doesn't know to go to the bathroom because I didn't teach her. So all she knows how to do is to use the bathroom in the bed. That's because I didn't teach her. Now it's just us on the world, and now she has her kids, and because I didn't teach her how to use the bathroom, now she don't teach her kids how to use the bathroom. So let's just say that these world leaders don't know because you just said that they don't know because somebody taught them. The time that is now, is this the time for them to say, hey, I didn't know, and to change? Or they ran out of that time? It's like you don't have the time to do that anymore. Because I know that if somebody doesn't know, like, it's a lot of people on earth that don't know the truth, and they're trying to find out the truth. And I think a good start was when the whole movement of people realizing, hey, they are not the real Jews. I feel like that kind of set out some questions to be answered, even though we're not getting the answers that we want unless we seek for them. But the question is, do those people still have time to make it right, or is it just like it's done for?
They want to make it right.
Yeah, exactly. If they had a chance to, would they? Or do they have time to?
Well, see, that's the thing. The ones you gotta understand, this is judgment. They already done did what they did. Now they being judged.
So in other words, no.
So
What's done.
So the ones that's following them, they can repent and come out the world. But the ones that been made blind, they've been made blind for a reason. Been made blind by God for a reason, because they wasn't gonna change. This is prophecy. So in prophecy,
So they've been made blind because they wasn't gonna change.
yeah, they wasn't gonna change. That's why it's called not sealed. They not ever seeing. This is real, y'all. This is why they blind. This is why they hid it from y'all, because it was talking about them. They know it's talking about them. But when I say they know it's talking about them, god damn, it's so many layers of them in your minds. But I'm talking about the them that at the top with Christ brothers. Is the them that's running the world, really. That's the devil. Christ brother, the devil is Christ brother, ain't it? And the devil is the prince of the air. But the devil's greatest trick was the illusion, and the devil the devil tricked your mind because the devil didn't ever want you to know he existed. But he do. It say Christ, if I'm telling you Christ is a physical man, and this Bible told you at the point in time of God in the last days, Christ is going to rise in the earth, and he's going to be born of a woman, then the devil got to be a physical man too. Because it say Christ going to come take the keys away from who? The devil. Man, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I saw it firsthand. That's why I say I'm James. You gotta go read James to understand what I'm saying. But they didn't a lot of books that they didn't. Y'all just read the Bible, or y'all just hear the Bible. But they got other scriptures and stuff that they didn't put in that they keep away from you. Like the book of Enoch. Anybody ever read the book of Enoch?
Yeah, I did, sir.
Okay, well I know you read it, HT. The book of Enoch is that's Christ. Enoch is Christ. God took Enoch up. God took Christ up. So remember, God showed Enoch a remote vision of a time to come, of a generation to come. Now, remote vision means what? That means a foreshadow of things to come. So this Bible was never talking about a time back then. It's talking about now. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Wow.
How else they treat you? You see, the sons, remember I told you, the sons of God, they came down, they slept with the daughters of man. I told you the daughters of man is religion. And by them sleeping with religion, they went into the books and stuff, like you do. Read the books and look for a sign in books. And what came out of them sleeping with the daughters of man or sleeping with religion is Nephilims, giants. But these giants in the earth was back then and still is today. So they always been on earth ever since religion got started. But the giants ain't what they show you on Hollywood and nobody been 30 or 40 feet tall. Giant means higher stature. So who are the higher stature people that the world look up to? All your world leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Greetings. Yeah, Elijah was a man too. Now let's go to let's understand how this lie got started in the earth and where it came from, where it ended from. Let's go to Revelations chapter 16 verse 12 and start at verse 11.
You want to read it, Brother St. James?
No, let the sister let her she was reading.
Yes, sir.
I gotta check. It's a check mark pad too. And number 10 though. Let's write at 10 like you said.
Now you see what I'm
The
saying?
fifth angel.
Hold on. You see, mama, you really gotta pay attention to what's going on. Because it's a lot of spiritual things happening to try to get you to pay attention to what God is trying to show you. It's something going on in your life. You see, your child ain't saying what he's saying for nothing. And you ain't connecting back, and all this ain't coming in sequence for nothing. So now, read, go ahead.
And the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness. And they gnawed their tongues for pain, and blasphemed the God of heaven because of their pains and their swords, and repented not of their deeds.
Wait a minute. So they mad then.
Mm-hmm.
And mad people get angry. Now I say be angry, but sin not. But see, everybody was born in what? Sin.
Mm-hmm.
But sin ain't never been nothing you did wrong or bad. Sin is the lies that you was born into. See, they sinned it because they lied on God.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the truth got started. I mean, that's how the lie got started. Keep reading.
And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up.
Wait, hold on. What water right now drying up?
You talking about in real time?
In real life.
They said the Euphrates River is dry.
Okay, what I told y'all the Euphrates River was? The Mississippi River. I just told y'all the Mississippi River run all the way up from Louisiana to Canada, and it makes the outline of Christ's body on the map. And Christ's body on the map is his feet in Louisiana, the boots. Louisiana really runs all the way across, all the way up over Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska. All that's Louisiana, really. And that makes a cape or wings on his back. So the Euphrates River is the Mississippi River. But like I say, they have laid these things out on the earth. So the Bible not talking about the Euphrates River that you see outside. But the Bible is talking about the Euphrates River being the workers of God. Because the workers of God is the waters of God. Christ is the well. The fountains are the ones, are the angels that you got to drink from in the last days. We are the fountains. Don't be like the woman at the well. The Samaritan lady. She talking to Jesus and talking about Jesus. And he say, lady, I am he.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, keep reading that. What we just read?
Okay. I'm gonna start that one over. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. For they are spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty.
Now, keep reading a little bit more. And we finna see what day where we at.
Okay. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
Keep going.
Keep going. And he gathered them together into a place called into the Hebrew tongue Armageddon.
What?
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
that's what it says.
Wait a minute. So we living in Armageddon right now, and these folks ain't told us nothing.
Nothing.
But this is what it means, the devil to see the whole world. This is why Christ is here. Now, understand why God stopped time. Because he stopped time so he can send Christ. If he didn't send Christ, then guess what? No flesh be able to survive. Because the trickery would have been still going on. Victoria's Secret ain't never been by no pantyhose, y'all. Underwear is secret because it's underwear. You don't wear it on the outside, but shit, some of y'all do. A lot of y'all go to gyms and outside in public, and y'all don't have no understanding. That's why I say, Lord, forgive them. They don't know what they do. So they don't know they crucifying Christ. They never knew him. These are descendants, remember? And then it says that you was gonna have children of the bondwoman on earth, and you're gonna have some children of the free woman on earth. And the free woman is the spirit. That's Mary. Mother Mary is giving birth in the earth at this time.
Oh, praise.
So yeah, y'all living on it. Y'all living in the days of time, talking to angels and shit. Everything that you thought that you weren't gonna be living to do. Yeah. And let me show you how your mind. Let me show you how it feels. You see, to go inside to grab the feeling, the experience, how I feel to be lied to or be tricked or to be living in a delusion. It's the same way if you went to the doctors, y'all, and the doctors told you you ain't had long to live, and they gave you a date.
Right.
Well, if you believed in that doctrine that day, well, you was gonna die on that day too. You see? That's the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine all what you ate from the world. And how important it is to listen to this word. Because this the only thing gonna save you.
Mm-hmm.
The lies gotta be burnt out your mind. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Yeah, you remember Christ and the angels, they was gonna come what? Speaking that fire. You see?
Mm-hmm.
The life lives in what? The tongue of the mouth. You speak life or death.
Mm-hmm.
But see, everybody just been talking. Ain't never knew what none of this mean. And been waking up every morning saying, I wish you death.
And that's the truth, because I wished death on my baby father, and he had an accident within like 2 days, completely, totally off. I lied on my father when I was about 22 years old because I didn't want to go to work. I was working at Popeyes. I called him, I said, my daddy in the hospital. My father was in the hospital a week later.
Now you see
So
why?
I learned that, yeah,
Now you see why
That's-
this is for you?
that's real. Yeah,
And
that's
you see
real
why
real.
something is going on with you. That's why I keep saying there's something going on with you. You need to pay attention. Real pay attention. You was gonna have some chosen vessels of God.
Spirit brought me here.
What you say?
My spirit brought me here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's how I look at it.
What? That's how you was gonna get. That's how you was gonna get to God. You was gonna come across the path, and you was gonna come across the path of an angel. You already came across the path of the angels of the devil. Now it's gonna be a time you're gonna come across the path of an angel of God, and the angel of God was gonna offer you a glass of water to drink, and it's that water that I'm offering you. The clear waters, the waters of life.
Yeah.
And like I say, the lie came from the dragon. The dragon is the devil. Then it went from the devil mouth, and then it went on down to the beast. And that's whoever that's in a corner state of mind. And then it went from there to the false prophets. From the false prophets, who you think mine it went to? Yours.
Right.
And how you know? Because it says that the devil, these are the three spirits of the devil, and they doing miracles. So the devil do miracles too? Yeah. That's what it always meant when you always said that you something out your mouth that you ain't never understood. Remember you always said that the devil give you blessings too?
Ooh, my aunt told me.
Told you. You never wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then that ties back into the stuff that I've been thinking about lately. Like, I'm not like really a vain type of person, even though I like to dress nice and I like nice things and stuff. But I hear some of the most devilish people say, God gave me this. And I'd be like, no, he didn't. There's no way he did that.
Right.
Exactly. Don't put that on God. Especially when you see all the bad stuff that came with it ever since they received that. Mm-hmm. You might need to get rid of that one, honey.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of that on this app. I mean, these people running around with Bentleys and Maseratis and stuff, and they have the evilest spirits that live in them.
We'll walk right past somebody hungry. No shoes on their feet.
Mm-hmm.
After they just hopped out that Bentley and won't even do one good service.
Oh man, God done tested me. I went to the thrift store one time, and this man was sitting outside, and this was at the St. Vincent de Paul thrift store, the quote unquote godly place. And I poured in there.
I know Bree by mistake.
Caucasian man, real scruffy like, and the soles of his shoes was coming off. And he said, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you get me a pair of shoes?" And without hesitation, I said, "What size you wear?" I'm in there, I'm searching all over the place. I done forgot what I mean. I'm not even shopping for me now. I found one pair of shoes that could have possibly fit this man's feet. And I took them outside and I gave them to him. And when I came back in, the white people bombarded me like, "Why did you do that?" He comes here and he begs and he borrows all the time. But in my head, I'm like, I know that the words is, "Be careful who I'm entertaining, because I may be entertaining an angel." Man, it's dead cold in the winter. We got snow. But that was just an example. Stuff like that happens to me. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
What's that one scripture saying?
And these people worked in there. They could have easily gave that man a pair of shoes off the shelf. Mm-hmm.
That's how they do.
Like, he begging all the time. I'm like, ain't this St. Vincent de Paul? Where am I?
He begging because he needed, obviously.
Insane. And that was I went to every day, and I'll tell you, I never seen him again. I met another lady in there, the same place. I had lost my ring. I couldn't find my ring. I was torn up because my ex had bought it for me.
Keep on, try to come back up.
My son,
Oh, go ahead.
I went back into the store, and I'm in there, and I'm looking, and this black lady, she stopped me, and she said, "There is nothing lost that a divine man can't find." She said, "Keep saying it. You'll find that ring." I made a couple of beelines. I went back to my son's school, and I seen the corner. I said, "Dang, that's not my ring." I came back home. I'm like, I'm looking, I started saying it to myself. I wrote it down, first of all. There is nothing lost that a divine man can't find. My ring was under a rug. Under a rug. Can't get under the rug. All I did was took it off to put some morphine on my son's legs and arms and face. Again, this is the kind of stuff that...
Holy shit, bitch, shut the fuck up.
So now,
Sounds like
this
you're
like...
fucking your mouth, you stupid slut. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, go ahead, y'all. I got him. I kicked him out. Y'all go ahead.
So yeah, it's stuff like that that I still, like, even if I lose something in the house now, I still say, I'm like, there's something lost in the divine man I can't find. And it might take me a minute, but I end up finding it. And I'm like, and I told that story to say, I've only seen that lady one more time. And when I see her again, it's completely different. And I stopped her. I said, "Are you a lady that told me there is nothing lost that a divine man can't find?" She said, "Yeah." And then she began to tell me the story about how the police came to her house about a phone and some other stuff. And I'm like, man, this is just, you can't make this stuff up. Like, people really exist in this world and you don't know who they are.
Yep. That's why it says, 1 John chapter 4. Believe not every spirit, but test every spirit to see is they from God. How you gonna know the spirit of God if you don't know God? That's why they tricked you.
Right.
So now you got to get to know the spirit all over.
Right.
I guess, like you said, it's easier if you ain't never really engage in what everybody else believe in.
Right.
Ain't a baby body healthier than a grown person?
Absolutely.
Keep doing, Tyler. Hell, you about to blow up a building, ain't you?
Why? Cause they ain't been
Dumbass.
Cause they ain't been in the world long.
Dumbass.
They ain't been in the world long
I'm
enough.
out here must be crying your foot.
So they ain't been in the world long enough to consume the lies, to consume the food, and all these things.
We got some adults like that. I mean, they probably consume the food, but their mind is just as like I've seen some adults where it's like, if I couldn't see you for obviously your physical features, just judging off having a conversation with you, I would assume you have a childlike mind. Like I've seen some adults that have childlike minds.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's easy to see. But what about the things of God? The things of God is invisible. You have to be told these things by angels to see these things, because these things are in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And angels come from heaven. Like, they trick the whole world. Like, you don't know angels. We're not here to teach you. We judge and make war. We come with swords. We come to kill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Christ here to kill the devil, y'all, for real. And feed the sheep, for real.
Right.
But you've been believing in watered down teachings for so long, to the point that what they had actually done was made you not fear God. And that's so dumb to do. You're playing with your lives. So your life you gambling with ain't you going to casino. It's with your mind that you have now. Cast it out. You see, you got people say, why are you lying to the people? But then if you don't know the truth, then how you know the lie? So people say what they feel because they're in their feelings. They're in their emotion. But y'all, we ain't come to give you $2 or $3 because you sitting down by a convenient though. So you see, this is how they made Jesus look. They made Jesus look weak. They made Jesus look like he was your everyday type of person that was gonna come and be all sweet and kind and no, y'all. No.
In my opinion, I said even Jesus was split tables. Well, clearly he became.
Why you think they called him a madman? They called him a devil.
Mm-hmm.
You see? They feared him. But you don't. Because you don't know him.
Mm-hmm.
You can't feel somebody you don't know.
That's a fact.
But the first
We're
fear,
supposed to, right?
yeah, the first fear of God is knowledge. But the knowledge of God been watered down. So you don't believe in watered down teachers. Like it's like, for instance, you go in the room and your child got on cartoons.